that I came on a particular day as a visitor, and I was seated right there. Amen. Expectant of a miracle. Amen. My son was diagnosed of cancer. Amen. He had cancer of the bone. Amen. We did what we could do. Amen. We went as far as Bulawayo. We went as far as Kwasadza. We went as far as Bindura. We went everywhere. Amen. Trying to get him healed. Amen. It came to a point where the doctors said they could do nothing more. Amen. They clearly told us, your son is going to die. Amen. We thought of changing doctors. I remember I went to Bulawayo. There's this doctor. He's the only one in Zimbabwe. He's a pediatric orthopedic surgeon. Amen. It simply means he's a doctor of the bone. And he's the only one in Zimbabwe who does bones for children. Amen. And he said the child would die. Amen. I also saw another pediatric orthopedic surgeon who was coming from the UK. He's a white guy. He came here. He said exactly the same words. Amen. And referred us back to Harare to go to Bulawayo, thinking maybe these doctors, they are missing something. Amen. We came here to Harare, and if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 pediatric oncologists. Amen. These are doctors who deal with cancers of children. That's their specialty. Amen. You're a pediatrician first, then you become a doctor for cancer, then you combine you. Amen. They both said your child is going to die. Amen. The prognosis was the same. We started having counseling sessions, me and my wife. They started to counsel us that, be prepared for the West. The West is coming. We went through sessions, went through a lot. Amen. And when I look back at the pictures, it's just over a year ago, my son was, I think maybe he can come. Where is he? Do you see his body now? His body was like that, maybe of a grade 2. Just over a year ago, his body was like a grade 2. Even if I look at it right now, I can't recognize it. That's how bad it became. Amen. So I remember but I had faith in God. So what we did, I remember this at the weekend. He was in hospital for 2 months. And I remember I went for an all-night session in Budiriro. There was a pastor who was praying there. The Saturday, I just went home and slept a bit. And I went to Domboshava. There was another pastor who was praying there. Then the Sunday, I came here. Amen. I would like to thank our elder. Amen. Our administrator. Elder Chirisa, amen. We were working together, amen. So he advised me to come and visit us all, amen. So I came alone. My son was in hospital, amen. So I remember very well the sermon. The sermon was on 14 types of angels, amen. So I just sat. This man who was wearing a sort of a Nigerian suit, that is PMK. He was preaching on 14 types of angels. What he was saying was making sense, but I was like, this is not in the Bible. Where exactly did he get these facts? Amen. But one thing he mentioned was, one of the 14 types of angels is called Raphael. Amen. There is Jehovah Rapha. I think you've heard it. God our healer. Raphael is the angel, like my father said. Let me teach you. Amen. Raphael is the angel. He keeps guard of spare parts in heaven. If you have a heart problem and you are prayed for and you are healed, he replaces your heart with a new one, which is in heaven. Amen. So that's what the sermon was about. So after that, with the prayer line, and he came to me and I said, wait, man of God, I have an issue. And immediately he said, give him the mic, come to the front. Immediately picked up what was happening. And I stood right here where Elder Maisimba was. Amen. So he said, I want you to watch as I deliver your son. Amen. Then he called the sister from Praise and Worship, Lorraine. She was my Moses. Amen. Thank you so much, sister. And she prayed for him through the slate. Amen. And there was a manifestation of a demon which was behind this. Amen. No, it was my first time in church. I didn't even know. I knew only the elder would invite me to church. And there was a manifestation on the cause of the problem. Amen. And after he prayed for him through the sister, he said, Tatenda, I breathe life into your nostrils. You are not going to die, but you shall live to testify the goodness of the Lord. He said, Jesus Christ makes you well. Amen. This is word for word because I have the clip in my phone for the past year or so, and I always go back to it. Amen. And I was standing there, and he came to me and said, Sir, your son is going to live. Remember, these 4 doctors had said he's not going to live. And you may think maybe they made a mistake. You know, when he was in hospital for 2 months, it's like a community of children with cancer. It's at Parenyatwa. It's the only place where children are helped. Even if you are from Victoria Falls, you have to come to Pari. So it's like a community where you'll be staying there. So you realize you end up having contacts of other parents with children with similar cases. Amen. So I'm pretty sure every child whom we know whose prognosis was it's now palliative care, they've all died. Even children whom we knew they were well before the prognosis would say that he's not going to live, most of them are dead. Because they kept in touch. They said, do you know the child so and so has died? It was shocked. No, but that one was healthier. Child so and so was dead. Child so and so. But in our case, it's a different case. And to prove that this is where he got his deliverance, like I said, on Saturday I had gone to another pastor who was praying in Lombosha. So that night, after the teaching on Raphael, the following month, first thing he sent a text message around 6 a.m. and he said, I saw a vision in Shona. He said, like an angel came and he was replacing body parts which were affected by cancer and replacing them with new ones. That was the exact teaching which we had been taught yesterday. And this, a different man who never knew I had come to this place, he said he saw an angel changing the body parts which were affected. And it was on a Monday. The Tuesday, the doctors requested for an X-ray just to check to stage the cancer. Like how far is it now? So, okay, I'm privileged that I'm from the medical field a bit. So you expect to have lumps in your lungs. Amen. If your cancer is a spread, they call it metastasis. So they did an X-ray. So they were pretty sure from that X-ray they're going to see the cancer that it has spread. And they said the X-ray showed nothing. And the doctor said, there's a mistake here. Repeat this chest X-ray. And they ordered a repeat of the chest X-ray. And still, they did not find anything. And the doctors thought maybe we need to... The only thing I need is to testify his goodness. Amen. So they requested for a superior test per se, a CT scan. Amen. Which could detect even those which are even 1 centimeter, millimeters of those lobes which they were expecting. And the first one came out and they found nothing. The doctors could not believe this. They requested another one as well. They did not find anything. Even up to now, they requested for the third one. And we said, no, we are now sure that our son is well. We don't need to keep going there. Because they set us down later and said what? We were wrong. But when he was in hospital, mind you, they were not treating him. Palliative care, they are not attacking the problem. They're just supporting you as you go to die. Palliative is just like, you should die without pain. You should die in a comfortable position. That's what palliative care means. They are not treating him. They said, we were wrong. We are not treating him. Maybe his immune system is different. And I knew it's not his immune system. It's the God of our father, Prophet Malcolm Kaitano. Amen. So, here he is. I think, I always tell people that his arm is now bigger than my arm. Yet he's just 14 years old. It's the grace of God, amen. The God of our father, Prophet Malcolm Kaitano. He literally came with his 2 feet and he walked. He came from the Bible and he walked in my house, amen. So for that, Father, I will ever be grateful to your God, amen.